All right, guys. So next up, we are taking our first mixed martial arts fight of the evening. My goodness, let me speak English for you guys here. You paid good money for the pay-per-view. You should be able to understand it. Payton Sears versus Jarad Whitney, 3-3-minute rounds here at 135 pounds. I am super excited for this fight. Payton Sears' father, Jim Sears, has fought here in Vermont before at heavyweight. His son, much smaller than a heavyweight, though, coming in at the bantamweight limit, taking on Jarad Whitney, who I believe has just made his way up here with his girlfriend. It was the only one I saw here with him yesterday.
Now, Jarad fighting out of Titan Athletics. This is a debut fight for both fighters. Payton Sears, an independent fighter. Always questionable in my book as far as how the independent fighters are going to do, but we'll see how Payton does against Jarad Whitney, who is now coming out from the stage. Jarad Whitney fighting in the blue corner.
Jarad Whitney, you got to go get that shirt off there, home dog. That is a guy that is ready to do battle.
He is ready to go. When you're a debut fighter, I'm assuming it's just ready to go right out the gate.
Who needs the grease? Who will keep the shirt on?
Yeah, got to get inspected too.
Now you see the shin pads here, folks. That means he has less than 2 fights. Here in the state of Vermont and in most sanctioning bodies in the Northeast, 2 fights or less is novice rules. No ground and pound to the head of a grounded opponent. No knees to the head. No elbows, obviously. By the way, folks, all bouts are scored tonight on a 10-point must-scoring system, with your round winner gaining 10 points, your round loser getting 9 or less based on effective striking or grappling, aggression, and cage control in that order.
Now, Ben, I know you missed the rules meeting, but ground and pound is actually allowed in all the amateur fights tonight.
Yes, just not to the head.
No pro fights tonight, all amateurs, but Payton Sears coming out with his team. Lots of energy going around the ring here.
Lots of energy. These guys look like they're young scrappers. I'm kind of excited for this one.
Yeah.
This is going to be kind of interesting. So there is some history with this cage and the Sears family. Jim Sears telling me that before this cage made its way to Donnybrook, it was used elsewhere. I can't remember exactly. And him and his son actually have trained in this cage before many years ago. So it's kind of all come full circle for the Sears family to be able to not just start his combat journey here in this cage as a training, but now to get his first fight here, you got to feel that's special in some way, shape, or form.
Absolutely.
Now these 135-pound fighters, it's going to be quite a bit different fight than what we saw with those 175-pounders in the last round. Lighter, faster,
No, yeah, absolutely. Lighter, faster, more action, 100%.
Maybe not so heavy strikes, but we should see some speed here, especially from these 2 guys.
These gentlemen are also about half the age of the guys that were in there last time.
Absolutely.
In their early 20s.
Payton Sears fighting out of the red corner in the green trunks. Oh, geez, they both got green trunks. Okay.
The longer green trunks are for Jarad Whitney. How's that? Red corner, Payton Sears. Blue corner for Jarad Whitney.
This guy's not messing around, going right to it.
Ooh.
No spinning back fists in these rounds, so we got to watch that.
See what we got going on here in this first round. It looks like he may have been clipped there a little bit. Jarad Whitney's right hand seemed to have found a home. Cornerman Jim Sears wants to see his fighter relax a little bit. Just take it slow.
He was pouring it on there, but this is a 3-round fight.
9 minutes in which to work. No need to rush things. This is nothing wrong with doing just what it takes to win the fight. Seems like Jarad Whitney's composure and patience here is going to win him the round, as he's been able to piece him up so far over these first 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's really gained a bunch of... Ooh, trip there.
Now, this is MMA, so...
That's very true.
Going to the ground.
Tables can turn at any point.
It looks like he jumped for a guillotine, but maybe... I don't think it's going to happen because that arm is in.
He does not have that. He's got, not at a risk, maybe a head and arm choke there, but I don't think he's quite in the right spot.
Yeah,
for
that
him.
arm being in really makes it difficult to finish from that position. Not impossible, but you'd have to be pretty lanky and have one hell of a squeeze to be able to get that done.
Yeah, but Jared's doing a great job at fighting the hand, so it can't get any worse.
Payton Sears throwing a couple of punches in there as well.
See if Jarad Whitney can make
Oh,
the most.
if he can get out of that
he can
that head
squeeze
control,
Oh, he's out.
he's going to have some ground and pound there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only allowed to land to the body. It looks like he's locking him down and going for a head and arm choke of his own here.
That's tight.
He just needs to get over to the side. There
tight.
it is. If he can flatten himself out, he might be able to put his opponent out here.
That's tight.
And you can see that he was doing all the right things, trying to turn away from it there. See if Payton Sears can get out of this tight choke. That is it.
He calls it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your first sub of the night, Jarad Whitney.
Now, we talked about this in the rules meeting. Payton Sears a little disappointed that the referee called that, but these are amateur fights. These guys have to go back to work on Monday. We're here for safety.
100%, 100%. This is also a great people to have run the promotion. 100%. They get the most textbook guys that you could probably think of to run this so that everybody is safe and everybody is treated equally.
Absolutely. You know, I was thinking earlier, Ronnie, this is Battle in Barre 10. I believe Battle in Barre 2 was the first one that I went to, and it's amazing to see how things have progressed. Even here in the second fight of the night, that was an excellent fight.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, back in the day, those early round fights were not quite as good as they are now. But
absolutely not. But no, they're getting more skill, they're getting more talent, and that's why we're trying to build this. We're trying to build this promotion up, man. We want skilled fighters to have a place to go where they can actually be met up with their equals, so that it's not an easy street for anybody. Like, if you come to this promotion, we want you to know that you're definitely going to have a fight on your hands, so you have to stay ready.
Here's some good camaraderie between the fighters, giving each other a little hug there after the fight. Referee now pulling the gloves off to inspect the wrapping, make sure there was no tampering there. And we'll get the final decision from JD Green here for the official win to Jarad Whitney.
Yep.
We have the results. The winner by submission in round
Great
one.
fight, a win by submission
At
for
2
the head
minutes
and arm
and 1
choke.
seconds
2 minutes.
by head and arm choke. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the blue corner, Jarad Whitney.
That was a great win. Good fight by both fighters. Very even there. But that's how it can go. You know, Payton Sears was really pushing on the pressure there at the beginning of the round, but
Once he got to the ground, it was pretty much just a waiting game at that
All right,
point.
folks, I'm here with your winner, Jarad Whitney. Man, you stayed patient, composed. You looked like you were just ready to work for the whole 9 minutes, be able to get them out of there in the first round. Was that what you had in mind?
Yes, it was. I was telling everybody around here. I'm fighting for my friend, who I lost in this camp. His name's Bryce Basso. He died tragically in a fall, and I'm fighting for him. He knew this fight was coming, and he told me that I could do it. I told everybody before I came to this fight I was getting a first or second round finish. I knew that was what was going to happen.
Bryce, your boy did it here in Barre, Vermont. Man, it was an honor to call your fight. I look forward to seeing what's next for you.
Of course. If anybody has any spare change, please go to Bryce Basso's family GoFundMe. They are amazing people, and they truly deserve it. Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for your winner, Jarad Whitney.
Jarad Whitney fighting for his friend. That's pretty gutsy to say I'm going to win in the first and second round, and yeah, he pulled it off.
Hey, whenever you got a strong reason behind it, sometimes you just know.
Yeah. Yep, nope, he got in a good spot, took advantage of it, and that win is his.
It was a smooth transition, too. It really was. I didn't see it coming until, like, the last few seconds. Like, as soon as he started to latch onto it and cut that angle, that's definitely whenever it was very prominent.
Good time so far in Battle in Barre 10, Vermont.
Get your mind blown when they throw shade. That's when I glow. I'm so ahead of y'all. That's a different time zone.